Hey guys, how you doing? This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and we are looking at the markets, and we are live. So, looking at the markets, one stock that's having a big day is MYT, up 35%. Another one is Fire, up now 16% on big revenue growth for Fire. CHM is up 12%. What else? Another thing that I noticed today is that the global markets are green all the way around. So we're having big days for a lot of bigger companies today. Alethea Health is at $1.20. They're up 5%. Zoomaway Travel is up 6%. Village Farms reported very strong revenue. They're up 4.8%. MedMen is up 4%, and apparently their warrants are up 24%. Tilt is up 3%. Gene is up 3%. Oxley is up 3%. ZYNE is up 2.9%. Facebook is up 2.85% at $190. Rivers is up 2.4%. Google is flying, now at $1,200, up 2.3%. And Amazon is up 2.3% at $1,828, all of which are making big moves today. Hexo's on the move. They're climbing. Goldman Sachs is up. APHA is in the green. MTLO is up 6% all of a sudden. North is in the green. Acreage is slightly in the green. Canopy's in the green. Chronos Group is in the green. Lots of green today, folks. Lots of green today. Now, Visa's in the green. Let's take a look at some of these stocks. Let's pull up Labs. Oh, for those of you guys, I did buy some Xena warrants today. Not much, just 1,000 shares, just to get myself a little taste. And I am interested in picking up some more Xena warrants at these prices. So Labs is down 7.43% at $6.35. And I kind of predicted this and sold my Labs last week and bought Aurora. Now, I've been doing videos the last couple of days, and I've been thinking this was going to go higher. So kind of initially it went higher. So I'm happy about that, but it's recently come down. And a lot of people were like, Rich, why did you sell your Labs, Rich? They're going to blow. Why'd you sell your Labs, Rich? They're going to blow. Well, first of all, I bought Aurora Cannabis, which I still think is one of the best, if not the best companies in this entire space. So first of all, I sold Labs and bought Aurora. The other thing is I made profit on my Labs, and I felt like this was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. I just had a feeling. I wasn't sure. And I was very worried this morning because I had a feeling it could go to $10. But the way the market's been trading, I had a feeling it was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Everybody was buying Labs up on anticipation of big results. The big results came, and everybody sold off. So we saw Labs open up around 720 this morning. They were green. Right now, they've been getting crushed, and they're down to what? $6.37. Not too far away from where I sold them. I sold them at $6.24. So I lost a little bit. Probably made a couple more grand if I waited and sold either yesterday or Friday. I mean, hindsight is always 20/20, but overall, I'm pretty happy with the fact that it's done essentially what I thought it would do, even before it happened. Based on the results, I thought it was going to go crazy. So I was getting a little bit worried and thinking, oh man, I screwed up. I sold too soon. But it looks as though I didn't sell that soon. So yes, soon, but not too soon. And still got out with a profit. And I own my Aurora now, which I told you guys, Aurora is kind of like my safety blanket. that's the stock I want to buy for safety. If I just want to load up money on something safe, it's Aurora. That's just my opinion. Good morning, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. How you doing, Shelby? How you doing, Isaiah? Isaiah saying EMH is up 11%. Very nice. Michael Robertson is saying, did you find out anything about CanTrust? Not sure what you're referring to about finding out anything, but I know that they have been putting out some consistently negative news. Apparently, they have a second facility now that has been identified for being non-compliant by Health Canada. I read the news yesterday, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to bring that news. I'm not the guy that wants to bring the negative news. Let all the other YouTubers do that. I'd rather focus on the positive stuff. Shelby is saying the slaughter is nearing an end. And we all knew this. We all knew that this wouldn't continue forever. We all knew that the cannabis sector would continue to grow. And we all knew that this sector was one of the fastest growing, if not the fastest growing sector in the world. So I don't think anybody should be surprised with that. Fat Nuts asks, what up, Rich? All smiles today, but do you think we are in the clear, though? In the clear, I think the resurrection is near. Are we in the clear? I wouldn't say we're in the clear. I think the resurrection is near, and when the resurrection happens, it's going to be epic. But are we in the clear? I don't know if we're in the clear, man. I can't tell you whether or not we're in the clear. I don't know. I just know that we're about 2 weeks away from September, and typically every single September we've had a huge resurrection. And so far in August, it hasn't been that bad of an August. So in my mind, the resurrection has already started. You can see it with sneak attacks. You could see it with the revenue growth. Labs had huge revenue growth. Village Farms had huge revenue growth. Today, Fire is showing huge revenue growth, and Fire is exploding. So I think this is a sign of things to come. I think it's funny because two of my biggest holdings, Suniva and Zena, are reporting on the same day. August 29th, baby. August 29th is going to be a big day. Both Zena and Labs are reporting on the same day, August 29th. And I just have a feeling that's going to be a big day. I think that's going to be a really, really, really big day. No, I never bought Neo. 514 Savage says CVSI up 7%. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I like CVSI. Good CBD deal. Hey, how you doing, Anthony? Good morning, Charlotte. What's up, Drew? Troom is up 4%, says 514 Savage. Thank you, 514 Savage. Cynthia Pina is saying, what was your biggest investment mistake? Neo? No, it was actually, oh, man. I don't like talking about it. It hurts. I was so young. I don't like to talk about it. I lost too much money at a very young age. Yeah, the 29th is going to be huge for me. Zeniva. Did you see I just said Zeniva? Suniva and Zena are reporting on the same day. I got 25,000 shares of Zena, and I now own 1,000 warrants. And my goal is to pick up some more warrants. Let me just move here. You guys need some better lighting. So I have a couple locations. I have a location at Kids Beach, and I have a location in the country. So I got a couple places that I'm bouncing between all the time, just depending on what I want to do that day. So today looks like it's going to be a beach day. We're working on my tan. You guys see the tan? Working on my tan. Yeah, the 29th is going to be huge for me. And I anticipate that both Suniva and Xena are going to report big financials, very big financials. Gary C says, Rich, do you think Suniva will hit over $5 in September? I think that's a very good likelihood. I don't know if it'll be in September, but it will happen. A lot of people forget Suniva was at $5 in May. I mean, there's a reason why I bought 10,000 Suniva. They're at $5 in May. Now they're at $2. I think they go back to $5. I made that bet, and I'm pretty confident in it. I really am. Do you see how I said that, Shelby? Zeniva? Zenibus and Suniva. Zeniva. Sounds like a good name for a cannabis company. Drew D says, are you holding Xena long term? Well, I have over 25,000 shares. Now I got over 1,000 warrants. My goal is to pick up at least another 25,000 warrants. So I need another 24,000. Yeah, if I have 25,000 warrants and 25,000 shares, yeah, I'd like to see Xena go way higher. I don't really see myself selling them at these levels. I think the lowest I'm going to sell my Suniva and Xena will be about $5 for both. That's my goal. But who knows? Who knows? You know, sometimes I'm up big and I'll just take it. It just depends. If I see $5,000 or $10,000 flashing in green, it's hard to say no, right? But I'll tell you guys what I do. Yeah, Village Farms had some nice revenue and they're having a nice day today, so it's good to see. You have 2,500 shares of Zeniva? Hey, Zeniva. I can't speak today. Xena. 514 Savage is asking, is it time to buy Canopy Rivers 3% up? I own Canopy Rivers as well. I think it is time to buy Canopy Rivers. Harold Harris is saying, I'm about to grab a bunch more ACB and sit on it. What do you think? Well, let's take a look. Let me pull up my ACB on level 2 and see what the price is. Wow, Labs is at 632. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's take a look at ACB. So I sold some Labs and I bought ACB with it at 878. ACB right now is 866. Do I think it's a good price? Yes. No doubt. I think ACB is so cheap at these prices. And I think that this is a company that's going to go way higher in the future. And my advice to everyone is just keep loading up an ACB at these prices. I really think it's at a great price right now. Great price. Absolutely great price. Let's take a look at the markets. Fire is now up 14% at $1.42 on strong revenue. MTLO at 43 cents, up 6%. HPQ, the video I did yesterday, which was at 9 cents, is now at 10 cents. It's up 10% since my video. MedMen up 5% at $2.52. Let's take a look at the MedMen warrants. I heard the MedMen warrants are on fire today. MMEN.WT. They're up 2%. That's not that big. Not that big. Is there anything that you guys are looking at this morning that you think I should be looking at, I should be talking about, I should be watching? Please let me know. But it looks as though today, Fire right now is the big winner of the day so far. Believe it or not, Labs is selling off even though they've had huge revenue growth. They are selling off now at $6.28. So it looks as though I actually made the right decision after all. And this is why you never chase stocks. Never chase stocks. The market is all about taking your money. It's all about manipulation. They are literally manipulating everything that they do. So that's why I sold my labs. And I did a lot of videos explaining why I did what I did and what my rationale was. And initially I thought I was wrong. And there was 2 extra days that I could have made a little extra money. I could have made a couple extra $1,000 if I held. But overall, the way I was thinking was right. And that makes me feel good to know that I was thinking the right way. Yeah, I could have sold a little higher, could have made a little bit more money, could have made a few extra grand, but I was thinking the right thing. Buy the rumors, sell the news, get out with the profit, and get out with your money in your pocket. And what happened today was the news came out. It initially went up, it was in the green, and everybody started to sell off, and it's immediately taken the stock down. Neurosis is saying Chiron is green on solid morning volume. How you doing, Neurosis? Neurosis says, smash that like button for Rich TV. Thank you, Neurosis. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys, please smash the like button. Allows the video to go more viral, allows more people to see it. Please share this video on all social media. I really appreciate you guys. The Rich TV Live community, the show, this daily show that we do on a consistent basis, it's about you guys. This is for you. I do this for you guys. Any thoughts on CGC after earnings report? Well, I haven't seen the earnings report. Have you seen the earnings report? Has it come out already? I'll read it if it's out. Max, hey, do you think Agra is going to drop so they can buy some more? So you can buy some more. Agra's been dropping. So, yeah, it's possible. They're very diluted. There's a lot of shares out there. That's the biggest problem with Agra. But I think overall they're a good company. Thank you, Harold. I appreciate you, man. Shan Khan says, only thing about ACB is too many outstanding shares. But you know what? Look at Apple. They got almost 5 billion outstanding shares, and they're trading over $200. I think Aurora is going to be fine. I think they can justify their shares because they use their shares to acquire growth, and they have companies and partnerships all over the world. So I think that the shares are justified, and I think they will show themselves to be the best, if not one of the best players in the entire world in this sector. And people will look back and say they made a good decision to acquire all those companies with stock as opposed to cash. Umar says, when you think ZMA good news be out? I don't know. I think ZMA had a nice run, and that was the time to sell. And now it's coming back down, and soon will be a time to buy again and get ready for the next run. I mean, I think that's the way it is with these stocks. And you got to look at the trends, look at the charts, and look at the volume. And you can see the volume's dying down. So very soon will be a time to load up again and get ready for the next run. Did I check out PRRE? Let me do that now. Let's take a look at PRRE. PRRE. Yeah, I see PRRE at 11 cents, no volume. I don't like no volume stocks. Some stocks have no volume for a reason, but I've never been a really big fan of no volume stocks. I like volume. Once in a while, it's okay, right? But it's not my first, it's not my first pick when stocks have no volume. There's so many better options out there. Fat Nuts is asking, Rich, why nobody's touching on Kush bottles? I love Kush bottles. I think that they're one of the best and the biggest operations in America. I think they're going to do very well. I think it's because they have lawsuits. They're being investigated. They're having lawsuits. Short traders are doing their tricks. putting on lawsuits on them, right? So when you have that happen, people are going to just stay away. They want to protect their money and put their money into something that's less risky. Umar says labs will be fine position 1 week. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. And resurrection of cannabis 2.0 is about to come. Yes, it's true. Cleon Davies says, hey, Rich, how you doing? Cleon, thoughts on LL1 Inc. They've been doing well. Clearly, they've been doing well. I don't like to chase green, so I'm not going to, but they're definitely on my watch list. They're definitely on my radar. If they have a big drop like MTLO did, I might load up and get ready for the next run. I mean, I think that's what you have to do. I don't think you should be chasing green, in my opinion. There's so many stocks out there. Why chase green? Chase red, sell green. Umar says, I always smash the like the moment I start watching because I know I will like it. Thank you, Umar. I appreciate you. Gary says, PLTH has been strong last few days. It would be great if it can go over $3. I like Planet 13. I like the Vegas market. I think it's a hot market for cannabis, and I think it will continue to be one of the hottest markets in America for cannabis. Lisa Who says, hello, like your show. Question, Agri closes acquisition of organic flowers, downstream and product. Never received my shares. Are they crooks? No, you'll get your shares. I would contact the company and I would find out where your shares are, and they will explain to you what's going on, but you'll get your shares. Robin Hood Warrior says, rumor is CanTrust is merging with Trojan condoms. What? Shan Khan says, could you touch Fun Stock? Yeah, I'm not familiar with that stock. Cleon Davies says, CEO Alan Gertner, Chief Executive Officer. Bruce Linton, Lennox Lewis. And he says, I think they're going for Kaya Inc. I think they're the shell company. Yeah, something going on there. I don't know too much about the relationship with all these deals. ACB is halted right now? That's good news. Does that mean that ACB is about to blow? Does that mean the ACB is about to blow? Yeah, I heard about Bruce Linton and Lennox Lewis and all the big boys involved in LLO. Sounds like it's going to be a good one. And I did read that they were looking to do something with Kaya Inc. So I don't know exactly what's going on there. I have my High Times paperwork ready for the IPO. I think they're just waiting for the market to turn around to IPO. Why IPO now? Halo is down 12%. That's probably buying opportunity. You know, it's funny. You see these stocks, they go up, they come down. They go down, they come up. So what do you got to do? When you're up, you got to sell. When you're down, when it's down, you got to buy. When you're down, you got to hold. Or you need to buy more to lower your average cost. Then when it goes up, you got to sell. Look at labs. You could have been up today potentially. You could have sold for a profit. But if you got greedy and you're like, no, I want it to go higher, and you waited and now it's down, you're out. You're down and out. THCT is up 10%. Let's take a look at THCT. I'm just looking at my level 2 at TD Bank. THCT. Yeah, up 10%. THC Therapeutics. Interesting. Okay, so Rivers is starting to climb up. Xena is definitely creating a buying opportunity at $1.39. Saniva is creating a buying opportunity at around $2.16. Hexo has been climbing up a little bit today. Let's take a look at Labs again. So Labs is at $6.31. Let's take a look at Fire. Fire at 141 up 13. Oh, now at 142 up 14%. Traded 1.1 million shares. MYT is now up 46%. Oh, wow. The MedMen warrants, MMEN.WT, are now up 13%. GLBS at $1.88 is up 7%. Pays, PAYS, one of the picks that I've been giving you recently, up 4% today. ALEF is up 4% today. Village Farms is up 4% today. Tilt is up 3.8% today. Trulieve is up 3%. HVT is up 3%. Rivers at 255 is up 3%. Twitter is having a nice day, up 2.6%. Facebook is up 2.7%. ZYNE, Zinarba, is up 2.3%. BAM at 86 cents is up 2%. North at 89 cents is up 2%. Vivo at 45 cents is up 2%. Tilray at $43 is up. Oxley is up 2%. Amazon is up 2%. Google is up 2%. Meta at 49 cents, up 2%. IIPR back over 100 at 101, up 2%. Tesla at $233, up 2%. Planet 13, $2.80, up just under 2%. APHA at $8.80, up just under 2%. Yeah, decent day. Probably going to go hit the beach soon. Not going to lie. Drew D says, I'm watching on Ianthus to go up. I got in pretty much at 52-week low. Genius. Ianthus is a great pick. GZ says, with earnings like that, Labs is a long hold. Yeah, I mean, I like Labs. But if you have an opportunity to take profit, take your profit. Stocks are going to go up and down. A lot of these prices are priced in. Labs has had a huge run. It was at $1.28 in December. It's at $6.30 right now. It's up hundreds of percent when most stocks are down over the year. So I'm not surprised that Labs is going down, and that's what I predicted, and that's why I sold. I could have made a little bit more. I could have sold a little higher, about $1 higher. Could have made a couple extra grand, but I was willing to sell because I wanted to protect my equity. AJ Paz says, what's up, Rich? Let's go Xena and North. I think Xena is going to report some huge revenues. So August 29th will be a big day for Xena. I think North is on the right track. I really like North too. I think those are both really good picks, AJ. Great picks. How you doing, Santana? Good morning. Fat Nuts is saying, I'm thinking about Pure Global 10% dip. I think there might be better opportunities out there, but that's just me. Rod B777 says, what do you think about Aleafia Health Inc. and Abatis Bioceuticals? Abatis Bioceuticals, are they even a company anymore? Aleafia, I love Aleafia. But Abatis, I have no idea what's going on with those guys. I don't even know if those guys are even public. Compound Interest Stock Guy says, was a good sell, Rich. Good risk-reward selling. Yeah, I've seen this so many times, right? Just take the money and run because you just don't know where these are going to go. And my gut told me to sell. My heart was saying hold it. My heart was scared that it was going to go to like $10 today on those revenues. But I still thought the revenues of $4 million are not huge. So I still didn't see it doing anything crazy. And I was right. RL hit a 52-week low. I don't really know what RL is. Compound interest stock guy says X is looking sexy if China and US gets along. Boom, boom. Yeah, China and US need to get along so that we can get this resurrection on the go. Barry says, I can't wait for federal legalization and the impact it will have on pot stocks. It will be epic. And the resurrection is near, folks. Regardless of legalization in America, the resurrection is near. Some might even say it's here. Some might even say it's here. This is the start. This is the start of the resurrection when these companies start reporting profit. Brent Jaggers is asking, Rich, thoughts on water, alkaline water? I like it. I think it has a lot of potential. Compound interest stock guy says it's only 1.9 million after taxes for net income. I know. So yeah, it's nice. Almost 2 million is nice, but it ain't changing anyone's lives. Like, not in this sector. I mean, it's not like they're showing profits like Facebook or Tesla or Apple or Netflix or Beyond Meat. You know, those are companies that are showing some big revenues and big profit potential. So yeah, 1.9 million isn't gonna move the mountains. MedMan is up over 6%. Yeah, we all knew this with MedMan. I'm not surprised with that, but thank you for the alert. Oh, Ralph Lauren. Okay. Yeah, I like Ralph Lauren. Great brand. When does ACB report earnings? Good question. Let me find out for you. Aurora Cannabis reports earnings September 30th. And with MediPharm's revenue bump, they are now third in Canada behind Aurora and Canopy, and they are ahead of APHA now. APHA is at 28.6 million, MediPharm Labs 31.5 million in quarterly sales. So that puts them third in Canada, and Labs would be sitting in America. GW Pharma is number one at 72 million. Wow, GW Pharma, eh? And then Trulieve is number two at 44.5 million. Kush Bottles is three at 41.5 million. MedMen is number four at 36.6 million. Curaleaf is number five at 35.4 million. Tilt Holdings is number six at 34.4 million. And then Labs would be number seventh in America. So Labs is essentially in the top 10 in North America right now in quarterly sales. I mean, look at Tilt, eh? Tilt is under $1, and they are sixth in Canada. And Meta is under $1, well under $1, and they are number 6 in Canada. So in my opinion, Meta and Tilt are highly undervalued. Highly, highly, highly undervalued. They're the only two stocks amongst their peers trading under $1. The only two. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but bye Tilt. Bye Meta. If you're willing to hold long term, Tilt and Meta are freaking okay. They're fucking on sale. Okay? I have to say it. They are fucking cheap as fuck. Tilt and Meta are on sale. They're on sale, guys. Is it obvious? Tilt making 35 million in quarterly sales, trading at 80 cents. Meta making 17 million in quarterly sales, trading at 49 cents. Hello, McFly. Like, can it be any more obvious? Can we be any more obvious? Jeez. I just have to let you guys know, man. Sometimes I have to swear. I apologize. That's the Gary V in me, right? So if you guys want to know, like, my idols for this show, Joe Rogan, #1 podcast in the world. Love you, Joe. Love you, Joe. I'm a big sports fan too, so I love the fact that he does UFC and he does his podcast. Love Joe Rogan. Jim Cramer, the #1 stock show in the world. He's the reason why Rich TV Live even exists. Straight up. He was the original. I got mad respect for you, Jim. You are one of my mentors, my friend. Thank you for being you. And last but not least, Gary V, man. Gary Vaynerchuk is the reason why I'm even on social media. I started this like years ago because of Gary V, and we've gotten this far, and I love everything about Gary V, man. Gary V is like my idol. So Gary V, Jim Cramer, Joe Rogan, those are my idols, and they've influenced me a lot. And you'll see a lot of them in me and in my style and in my delivery. And I respect them a lot. And it would be an honor to work with any of them, or hopefully all three of them one day. Compound stock interest guy says Tilt will be 45 to 50 million USD this quarter. $5 to $10 million loss, my guess. 50 to 60 million pro forma. Joe's the man. So what do you think, Compound? Do you think that Tilt goes way higher? Because, man, at some point we need to load up. 514 Savage is saying 48 North now at 90 Canadian. Yeah, 48 North is going way over $1 at some point. Carol says Meta and New Leaf stores always busy in Calgary. Meta's a beast. Meta is a sleeping giant. I think I'm going to pick up 10,000 shares of Meta and just hold pretty soon. I'll let you guys know when. And probably going to pick up 10,000 at Tilt too and just hold. Just hold those two. Oh, Carol is saying MYT is up 63%. I'm loving that. I own MYT, and I'm loving the fact that that's going up. Robert Singh is saying, hi, Rich. What's your thoughts on Canopy Rivers? Well, I own over 2,000 shares of Canopy Rivers. Love them. I see a lot of upside with them, and I think that you can't go wrong investing in Canopy Growth 2.0. The other company that I also really like is AUSA, which is Aurora 2.0, and I believe that both AUSA and Rivers are going to be giants in the future. So I think at these levels for both Rivers and AUSA, I think that we're sitting pretty if you buy both. Compound stock interest guy says, yes, Tilt goes way higher. I'm loaded up on the bid at 81. I'm thinking $2.5 to $3 it will hit before 2020. Wow. That would be a big move, buddy. That would be a big move. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I agree with you. Before 2020, I don't know, but I say in 2020 for sure. For sure. Way undervalued, way underappreciated, way underexposed is Tilt. So much upside with Tilt, it's crazy. I mean, making $35 million a quarter and trading under $1. Meta making $17 million a quarter and trading under 50 cents. Now, guys, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. I am not a licensed advisor, okay? Do your due diligence, do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live. Invest in the best because you deserve it. The best is blessed. Why would you invest in anything that's not the best? You want to invest in the best. We're still early in this game. You can get into two of the best companies in the world for dirt cheap, APHA and Aurora. You can get into up-and-comers for dirt cheap, Xena and Suniva. You can get into another two up-and-comers for dirt cheap, Meta and Tilt. You can get into another up-and-comer for dirt cheap, Fire. So many good companies. Another two up-and-comers for dirt cheap if you're a long-term investor, Rivers and AUSA. Man, we find all the best companies right here, and we talk about it first. We've been doing it for 2.5 years, and we ain't going to stop. So when I say the resurrection is near, this isn't from like guessing. This is years of trial and error, watching the markets, and experience talking. I've never seen this sector go without having an explosion and then a consolidation. Never. So the reality is the explosion is coming, and it will be followed by a consolidation. That is why when you're up, you need to take the money, because if you're up and you see green, that is a guarantee. If you don't sell when you're up, there is no guarantee. The stock could go back down or it could go even higher. So if you're up, that is a guarantee. Take it. Take the guarantee. Just saying. Canopy Rivers is now 262 Canadian. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think it goes way, way higher. I see Canopy Rivers going to $5 and then beyond. Compound Stock Interest guy says, yeah, I can't guarantee that, but I think it will happen. I think you're right. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but it's going to happen. Tristan says, Metafarm Labs is at 620 Canadian right now. You picking some up? You know, you're reading my mind. I was just thinking myself, maybe I should buy some labs. I was just thinking, maybe I should buy some labs. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to get off of the stream soon and probably buy some. I'm thinking about it. Compound Stock Interest guy is saying FAF is boss as well. Couche-Tard backing. Yes. And still cheap. Still cheap. Compound Interest Stock guy says that's a pretty legit guarantee. Money gain. Yeah, I think so. Compound Stock Interest guy says it's true. Listen to Rich. If you want to ensure you make money, you take it when you in the green, because that's the only way to guarantee you're going to win. 100%, brother. Barry says, I bought smaller amounts of over 100 separate pot companies, created my own mutual fund portfolio. What is your strategy overall? Well, I think that's too many stocks. I'm holding about 12 cannabis stocks right now. I think you want to hold between 10 to 20 to diversify your portfolio, in my opinion. That's what a lot of big hedge fund managers do, is they have around 10 to 20 positions so that they're diversified. And then when stocks go down, they buy. And then when stocks go up, they sell. That's what a lot of them do. So I kind of follow the same mentality. And initially last year, I was investing in a lot of smaller ones. Now I'm investing in a lot of bigger ones. I'm investing in less and less penny stocks. And I'm investing more in Hexos, Rivers, Aurora, Suniva, Zenabis. These are a lot of my players that I'm positioned in now. I do have a lot of smaller ones too, but I'm now starting to buy the bigger ones, and I want to accumulate more of the bigger ones. So next on my target is APHA. They're next on my target. They're going to be the next one I'm going to buy. I'm obviously looking at labs. I'm always looking at labs, but I don't know. I really like APHA. I really like APHA at these prices. I think APHA goes way higher. I think MoneyGram's a good pick. MGI, I like MoneyGram. I like the relationship with Ripple, XRapid, XRP. I think that that's a good relationship. Okay, guys. So just wanted to give you guys an update on the markets. Hope you're having a good trading day. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. MYT up 51%. ETII up 33%. Medman Warrants up 17%. INND up 17%. AFM up 17%. FIRE up 14%. PREV up 14%. LONCF up 14%. SPRWF, which is Fire in America, up 13%. DAVC up 13%. ISOL up 13%. CHM up 12%. SOLR up 11%. THCT up 10%. ATVK up 9%. MDR up 8%. BMMJ up 8%. GLBS up 8%. Believe up 7%. EMM up 6%. Zoomaway Travel up 6%. Rivers up 6% at 263. Medman at 255 up 6%. Pill at 69 cents up 6%. MTLO up 3% at 42 cents. Village Farms up 5% at 18.49. GE General Electric up 4%. Alethea at 119 up 4%. And Huge at 12 cents up 4%. Anything else? Canada Royalty, OH, at $7.23 up 4%. Tilt at 82 cents up 3%. ACRG.U at $8.80, up 3.78%. CRWD at $96, up 3.76%. North is climbing at 91 cents, up 4.6%. TrueLeave at $12.40, up 3%. APHA at $8.93 is climbing, up 3%. Twitter at 41.40, up 2%. Vivo at 46 cents, up 3%. XLY at 94 cents, up 2%. Hexo is climbing at 641, up 2%. IIPR is climbing, up 2% at $102. Tilray at $43, up 2%. Planet 13 at 279, up 1.45%. Interesting day. Interesting day. And let's just take a look at the overall markets. Let's see if we're green in Canada and the US today. Go get that Labs, Rich. I know, right? Pasha Brands is up 7%. Yes. Wow. Labs is already up to 640. Yeah, I think that Labs is going to climb back up. I think they just shook out all the sellers, and I think they're going to climb back up because that's what they typically do. Let's see here. Are we green? Are we in the green? And you guys can see all of this at www.richtvlive.com. Go to pot indices, and we are green. We're up 1.28% in Canada. We are in the green in Canada, which is good. Oh, lots of green today. Nice. Fire is leading the way, up 14%. ISOL is second, up 13%. Emerald Health Therapeutics up 12%. Believe up 7%. Aleafia then up 4%. FSD Pharma up 4%. Indiva up 4%. Harvest One Cannabis up 3%. The Tinley Beverage Company up 3%. MYM Nutraceuticals up 3%. Canopy Rivers up 2%. Choom up 2%. 48 North up 2%. Vivo up 2%. APHA up 2%. Oxley up 2%. Balance Growworks up 2%. Tilray up 2%. Chiron up 1%. And Hexo up 1.9%. Let's take a look at the US market. See if we're green in the US. We're green in Canada. Are we green in the US? Lately, it's been weird. It'll be like red in the US and green in Canada. Like very odd. Should be the same, you would think. We are green in the US. So slightly. So we're green in the US slightly, and we are green in Canada. So this is a good sign for the sector. CLSH at 24 cents, up 8% in America. Body and Mind BMMJ up 8%. CV Sciences up 7%. MedMen up 7%. Medical Marijuana Inc. MJNA at 5 cents, up 5%. Cresco Labs at $8.12, up 5%. Acreage Holdings up 5%. Kaya Holdings up 5%. Emerald Biosciences up 4%. Tilt Holdings up 3%. Charlotte's Web up 3%. TrueLeave up 3%. Cureleaf Holdings up 2.7%. Green Growth Brands up 2%. Planet 13 up 2%. Green Thumb Industries up just under 2%. Player Network up just under 2%. Canna Royalty up 1.4%. Those are the winners today. Hope you guys are winning. Hope you guys are watching. Just wanted to come live with you guys and talk about what's going on in the market. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you guys for joining me. If there's any other big news, I'll bring it to you guys. If you guys see anything going on right now, any news, message me, comment on this video. If you like this video, smash the like button and feel free to share this video everywhere. And remember, if you win and I win, we all win. The resurrection is coming. This is your boy Rich. We've been doing this for 2.5 years. We've seen a lot of resurrections and we've seen a lot of consolidations. We've just seen another consolidation after a resurrection in January, and the next resurrection is coming. You can book it. I'm out. Peace. I'm going to the beach. Life's a beach.